In the early 1970s, a computer was a massive room-sized machine locked behind the doors of universities and giant corporations. They were cold, intimidating, and cost as much as a house. But in a small garage in Los Altos, California, two college dropouts were about to trigger a cultural earthquake. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak weren't just building a circuit board. They were trying to build a revolution. Their goal was radical: to take the power of the elite and put it on a kitchen table. As the Apple II began to find its way into American homes, another young genius in Seattle was watching closely. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, shared the vision but had a different strategy. While Jobs wanted to build the whole widget, the hardware and the software, Gates wanted to build the brain that lived inside every machine regardless of who made it. This set the stage for one of the most intense, productive, and famous rivalries in American business history. The real shift happened in 1979 when Jobs visited Xerox PARC. He saw a prototype of a graphical user interface, windows, icons, and a weird little device called a mouse. To Xerox, it was a toy. To Jobs, it was the future. He rushed back to Apple to create the Macintosh, the first computer that spoke to humans in a way they understood. However, Gates was equally quick to realize that this point-and-click world was the new standard, leading to the creation of Windows. The rivalry turned into a bitter feud. Jobs accused Gates of stealing the idea. Gates famously replied that they both had a rich neighbor named Xerox, and Jobs just got there first. This friction pushed both men to the edge. Jobs was eventually ousted from Apple, and Gates' Microsoft became the most powerful company on Earth. But the story has a surprising twist. In 1997, with Apple on the brink of bankruptcy, Steve Jobs returned, and his first move was to call his rival. Bill Gates invested $150 million to save Apple, a moment that shocked the tech world, but proved their fates were intertwined. This collaboration allowed Jobs to focus on his ultimate obsession, making technology invisible. In 2007, he stood on a stage and introduced three products: a widescreen iPod, a mobile phone, and an internet communicator. He then revealed they weren't three devices, but one. The iPhone was the final fulfillment of the garage dream. It wasn't just a personal computer, it was a supercomputer that fit in your pocket. Today, we live in the world they built, a world where the rivalry between two American geniuses turned a room-sized machine into a tool that connects the entire human race.